Welcome to r/leopardsatemyface. I never thought leopards would eat my face, sobs woman who voted for the Leopards Eating Faces party. Revel in the schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Anytime someone has a sad because they're suffering consequences from something they voted for or supported or wanted to impose on other people. On March 14th, Tulsi Gabbard tweeted that unauthorized release of classified information is a violation of the law and will be treated as such. On March 24th, the Secretary of Defense leaks the top secret group chat. Any unauthorized release of classified information is a violation of the law and will be treated as such. And just over a week later, Pete Hegseth accidentally texts military strike plans to a journalist. And that wasn't even a small group chat, that shit had JD Vance himself in it as well. But despite this, and despite there even being screenshots, conservatives would rather believe this is misinformation than even consider criticizing the current administration. Top Trump officials included the Atlantic editor in group chat about plans to bomb Yemen. Okay, I call misinformation OP, but we'll see. I'm rubbing my hands. It's simple. They live in an alternative reality. Anything that makes Trump look bad is fake news or lip-spreading lies. However, anything that makes Trump look good, then it must be true. So nothing is true then? I can't remember the last story he looked good in. He's being mean to immigrants. The ghouls love that. They will take the tariff bullshit and say, "This is necessary tough medicine," and ignore the part where we're expecting 10% inflation in a few months, and nothing gained. They keep getting those big horse pills full of shit and gulping them right down. Welp, Dad played himself. Hey, look at this. The US Postal Service agrees to work with Doge on reform, planning to cut 10,000 workers. Yes, I'm one of them. I got the X earlier today. My 4th removal from the post office. Congrats on your early retirement. And yep, the leopards are eating good. Naturalized Cuban Trump voter mad about Trump revoking legal status of Cubans. President Trump strips the legal status of 530,000 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. I'm an American citizen, I voted for Trump, I was born in Cuba, and I think this is unfair and does nothing to help America. Cubans mostly vote Republican. Doing this puts Miami congressmen at risk of losing future elections, and the Congress would lose its majority. Moreover, they're not illegal immigrants. I voted for something totally different. Marcia67 is another Trump voter who was fired from her federal job, and she said she feels extremely let down. He was gonna make prices lower, he was gonna make gas cheaper, he was gonna help the middle class people in America. Marcia, who is seeking to reinstate her position, said, "For the people who voted Trump for low prices, more jobs, and no wars, yeah, you're 0 for 3. Learn how to take an L." See, whoa, but the libs are owned, so that's 100 for 3 to them. This sub is just mad libs sometimes. Hi, I'm a paleontologist that studies bones. I always loved Trump and will love him forever, but he ended my bones, now I'm fired. Didn't like that. I'll have trouble voting for him again. Okay, this is a good idea. Make a gang called Owned Libs and sell it to MAGA. You'll make a fortune. Who'd have thought morons are governing America? Messages with Yemen war plans inadvertently shared with reporter appears authentic. Jeffrey Goldberg was included on an unsecure group chat on Signal. The most incompetent administration in the history of our country. Thanks, maggots. They're probably leaking defense plans to our enemies while the Doge dumbasses are leaving gaping holes for scammers and hackers to exploit. Yeah, that's fair and all, but have you heard the way Kamala laughs? My swag dealer in high school had better OPSEC than the Trump White House. Trump supporter who claims education is the most important issue voted for Trump, who then dismantled the education department, resulting in her daughter's PhD acceptances being revoked. I'm a Trump supporter and voted for him, but I believe education is the most important issue in our country. Well, you obviously don't if you voted for Trump. My daughter is graduating this year and has been accepted by several universities for a PhD program. However, they all emailed her to retract their acceptance, and now she's left uncertain about her future. She is in a very challenging major, and this situation has made it even more difficult for her. As a mom, I'm concerning about her future. Please do something for PhD students, please. Gay Trump voters complain that they can't wear MAGA attire when out to party. What's that? Gay venues don't want me to wear the logo of the political organization getting rid of gay and trans rights? Who'd have thought? Gay Republicans whine about fairness after LGBTQ+ nightclub bans MAGA hats. Despite the current administration's anti-LGBTQ+ actions, the group says that banning MAGA hats is what's really unfair. See, the political organization I support, getting rid of my own rights, is absolutely fine, but not being able to wear their hats at a gay nightclub is where I draw the line. Gay Republicans are outraged that an LGBTQ+ venue bans people from wearing MAGA gear after a man in a red MAGA hat made other patrons uncomfortable. Just don't wear the fucking hat? But how will anyone know how ultra MAGA he is? He must ruffle feathers in public. That's literally it. They have to come into our spaces and shove it in our faces. If they just hang around their conservative buddies, that's boring. There's no one to get a rinse out of. They're real life trolls who just feed off of making other people unhappy. My MAGA family members love to wear their Trump shit at family gatherings, even though I'm the only Democrat in the group. One time at a cookout, my uncle stuck a Trump yard sign in my back window because I left my car unlocked. And then they're the first people to be like, "Why do you always make things so political?" Yeah, I don't talk to them anymore. Man in wheelchair applauds dismantling agency that guarantees accessibility. At the White House now, headed to see President Trump return control of education back to the states, where it belongs. Okay, rolling up to the White House to cheer on the president destroying the agency that makes sure kids in wheelchairs have equal access to education is wild. Cubans for Trump regretting their vote. Thousands of legal Cuban immigrants are having their legal status revoked so that they can be sent back, where they will almost instantly be sent directly to prison for leaving and politically disagreeing with the regime. The Cubans for Trump organization is very angry. They just don't understand why he has, in their words, turned on us. One said, "We pay taxes and follow the law. We do it right, and we supported him. He was only supposed to go after criminals, and we're not criminals." Yeah, the common response. "Everyone else that's not me is a criminal. I'm perfectly fine and I should be exempt from anything I vote for." People will be in prison for life and people will die. The United States offered protection and now he's gonna kill us. He lied to us and used us. A lot of them have been here for many years, following the process legally and doing everything right. They have had children and those children are US citizens. But unless they have somewhere to send them, the kids will go with them. Wanna know what happens even to the children of political prisoners in Cuba? No, you don't. I promise. The Cubans for Trump group is regretting their decision to support him. My parents immigrated from Cuba to the States and for my whole life, they've been Republicans. I never understood it beyond the most superficial. Castro was a communist and Republicans called Democrats communists. This story is fucking hilarious to me. Here's hoping you don't pay for their idiocy. Yeah, but aren't we all though? You got a tattoo inspired by a Trumper? Enjoy being sent to a foreign prison forever. Trump's deportations rely on tattoos. It's bullshit. It turns out tattoos inspired by a reggaeton artist who endorsed Trump are also a marker of gang involvement. Who's the artist and what's their tattoo? This is the article. Basically, if you're a tattooed Latino, it automatically means you're in a gang to the Trump administration. It mentions people are getting arrested for having nautical stars and crowns on their body, as those symbols have been related to gangs in the past. The specific part of the article OP is referencing is the phrase hasta la muerte. The specific part of the article OP is referencing is the phrase hasta la muerte. Real Hasta la Muerte is a lyric and a slogan by Annual AA, a regation artist with 38 million followers on Instagram, who, it so happens, endorsed Trump last fall. Profiling and locking people up based on tattoos? Really Trump's land of the free, eh?